What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Bucs Locker. Coming to you again. Subscribe, like, comment, share on all the videos. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon to notify you on all new videos that's posted on this channel. Shouts out to all the Pirates and Sea Bandits out there. Thank you for joining. Thank you for supporting this channel. Shout out to everybody in the Bucs community. Keep supporting the team. Keep supporting the Bucs community. Whether you like people or not, we all on the same ship. We can agree to disagree, but there shouldn't be no hate. But well, long time no see. My Pirates and my Sea Bandits. I'm pretty sure y'all been waiting for me to make a video. I took a break. I got sick. Last week. I was sick for a few days. I got sick last Wednesday. And it lasted all the way until Saturday. And then Sunday I felt a lot better. And then today I feel a lot better too. Just been sneezing and sniffing, but that's pretty much just wrapping up. But I know when my sickness is wrapping up. But I didn't eat. I didn't get a lot of sleep either. I got dehydrated. Yeah, it was pretty rough. Young Deezy 2007, Britt O'Neill, Damian, what's up, man? Tony Scorpio, where the hell you been at? Bucs Life, what's up, man? Bomb for Christ. We'll get into that. Sal, what's up, buddy? A-Rod, what's the deal, man? But I'm feeling better. I'm still coughing a little bit, but I'm feeling good, But yeah, the Bucs are making some moves. And I'm gonna get my take on some things. I know, unfortunately, we lost a couple Buccaneers recently as far as going to the other teams. Mike Edwards, he's going to the Chiefs. Murphy Bunting going over to the Titans. Ronald Jones is visiting a couple teams. And OJ Howard as well. So of course you know about Nachos Roches Nunez, and so the Bucs. It's interesting that all the Bucs free agents that they had, the only two or the main two that they bought back, Levante and Jamel Dean, and they bought back Pat O'Connor and Anthony Nelson. But the main two, we know what the main two is. But all those guys that they brought on the team these last couple of years, teams ain't jumping at them. The super team that y'all say we had, teams ain't jumping at the bit to sign those guys. Murphy Bunting going to the Titans. Yeah, I'm paying attention. If those guys was that good for the Bucs, or they had they was doing this and doing that, why are these guys not getting signed? Look at the deals they signing, folks. Teams don't value them like the Bucs did, and obviously the Bucs didn't value the guys to bring these guys back. I just find that interesting. Top 5 roster, yada yada yada. They get out there in that market, teams ain't rocking with them. Just saying. That's why you got to be careful what you say about people on the roster. Looks can be deceiving. I was not fooled. And also, if I'm not fooled, well, I'm not fooled. And obviously, where it matters is not fooled. I mean, our guys are not getting big deals. They're getting average to below average deals. So that tells you they didn't believe in the guys like that, like we say they were. Like when we were saying, oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Da, da, da. The market will always tell you what the value is in a person. Never get fooled. See, that's why I never get caught up. I never got caught up in the top 5 roster. There's a top 5 roster that top tier. Never got, because I knew the market will tell you what your value is, no matter what industry you're in. Sales, tech, hospitality. The market will tell you what your value is. You could tell yourself all day long, you this and you that, you this and you that. You get out, you get outside that door, and you get out there, and you ain't getting that same energy that you telling yourself. Reality always wins. That's right, Sal. Just another guy. That's what they were. And that's no disrespect to, Murphy Bunn, Mike Edwards, and Nacho Roaches Nunez, and and OJ Howard and Ronald Jones and all that. Look at those two guys, OJ Howard and Ronald Jones. They just bouncing around now. But remember when they was here, it was they this and they that. No. They were just regular guys. They were just regular football players. They wasn't. When they were drafted, of course, you hope that they were going to be good. But in reality, they was just a guy. Nothing to be like, oh my gosh. All those guys the Bucs have signed the last couple of years. No. Like nobody really like that. Just average at best. In my Kevin Samuels voice. R.I.P. to him. Average at best. The Bucs had a lot of average at best guys in the last couple of years. They just so happen to just win games and also catch the right momentum. Because if you that dude, for one, your play gonna show it. Number two, your contract gonna show that. And number three, if you get out on the market, teams are gonna value you at a high level. They're not gonna sign you these 1-year deals and these prove-it deals, and we still got question marks, but we'll give you 1-year deal or these 2-year minimum deals. Now, granted, they're making way more money than me. That's not the point I'm making. The point I'm making is what the market is telling them what their value is. It just, don't get mad at me. I'm just telling y'all the facts. We valued those guys more than what they really were. And now that the market has spoken, I mean, come on. Ronald Jones, OJ Howard, even Justin Watson. Where's Adam Humphrey got paid? You ain't heard from him since. Nobody trying to sign Adam Humphrey. Cameron Brate's done. Nobody taking him. Who's taking Donovan Smith? Huh? I ain't seen nobody jumping at Donovan Smith. Shaq Mason got traded. Who's picking up Julio Jones? Russell Gage was this close from being off the team. They had to restructure his contract because it didn't make any sense. The Bucs overpaid for him. That's basically admitting they overpaid for Russell Gage. You take $3 million and turn it into incentives. You take $3 million and say, well, you're not guaranteed to $10 million, but we'll give you $7 million. And I still think that's too much. We'll make it $7 million, but you can make that $3 million back in incentives. And 9 times out of 10, he ain't making all that back, especially with the quarterback situation that we got. Especially with the quarterback situation we got, and we'll get into that. He'll be lucky to make half of the $3 million back. High insight, he's overpaid. That's why I didn't get hype up for Russell Gage. Also, Keanu O'Neal, Morgan Ryan. Where's the market for these guys? But the Bucs signed them. Kyle Rudolph. We signed these guys. Hakeem Hicks. We signed these guys thinking that they were like that. We drafted Mike Edwards. We drafted Murphy Bunton. The only players that the teams probably really wanted that was coming from the Bucs this offseason was Jamel Dean and Levante David. They don't want nobody else really. Murphy Bunton and Mike Edwards are getting deals, but not what they expected. I can tell you that much. They want to get paid. That's why you never be quick to rush judgment. Be patient. Things will play out the way it should, and you'll find out what a player is. You might not know right away, because there's certain players you know right away they're gonna be good. And a lot of the good players, they show a lot of it in the first year, in 1 to 2 years. You'll see, well, okay, he's gonna be something. You'll see it in the first year too. Some of it you'll see it in the first year. Like we saw Tristan Wirfs and Antoine Winfield Jr. Boom. Out the gate. Shout out to Foots. Out the gate. So the Bucs had some hits. They had some misses. The point I'm making is what the Bucs roster looked like last year, it was overhyped. When you just go back and look at the season. Coming into the season, the expectations and all that. Now, granted, there's other variables that you got to include. Injuries, off the field distractions with the Tom Brady stuff, Todd Bowles and the Byron Leftwich relationship. So there's other variables, but just when you put everything in the pot and you go back and look at the season, the Bucs severely underachieved with the expectation, because 8-9 for a lot of teams, most half of the NFL, a lot of teams will take an 8-9 season because they're like, we can build on that. But see, the Bucs going 8-9 or 8-10 overall, that's a disaster. That's a disaster. That's a bust. We can do woulda, coulda, shouldas and make all the excuses and all this and all that. That's included. That's a part of the variables. It's a bust. And then off season hit, question marks. The Bucs got to make some moves. It's the topic of discussion. Making moves. They got to make moves to be somewhat competitive. This ain't no Super Bowl or bust season. Let's get that out. Let's get that clear. Toxic Falcon fan, what's up, man? Brent O'Neill, JR Dot, Archie Boy, what's up, man? This ain't a Super Bowl or bust, folks. I'm gonna let you know that right now. That will not be a part of my hashtag. Jay, what's up, man? Quentin, Christopher Castleberry, what's up, man? Oh, we got a super chat. My bad. Bucs ain't 101. What's up, Rashad West? What's up, buddy? What you doing, man? You chilling? What you cook? You got some food, man? I need some food, man. I'm hungry. You know, when you're sick and you start feeling better, you get hungry. You get hungry quite a bit. You start eating a lot. I'm not an emotional eater, right? So, Young DZ, 2007, $5 super chat. Thank you. Side note, MCU news. Blade has been pushed back again. I can't pronounce his name. Marshallah Ali, not pleased with the script again. PG-13 Blade will not work. Of course it wouldn't work. Who idea was that anyway? Who idea was to make Blade a PG-13 movie? Idiots. That movie was going to flop. Ray P, what's up? That movie was going to flop. If that would have came out PG-13, that would have been a total disaster. That would have been worse than what's a really bad Marvel movie? Worse than Captain Marvel. That would have been the bottom of the barrel. Captain Marvel. What's another bad movie? Eternals wasn't really good. I heard some mixed reviews about She-Hulk. But yeah, Blade, PG-13, you can't do that. You can't do that. And then they should find a way to bring in Wesley Snipes. Find a way to have him in there. Yeah, Love and Thunder wasn't that great either. So there were some bad Marvel movies. If Blade would have came out PG-13, that would have been a total disaster. So thank you for the $5 super chat. That's my take on that. They need to make that rated R and get it right. Get the script right. Mr. Ali, he know what time it is. He's not taking that. He's not going to perform with that script. So anyway, let's get back to the Bucs making moves. So the Bucs had a long road to recovery, right? And the recovery started out with the salary cap situation, $55 million and some change. You know, they had to get it down. They did all their moves. They did the restructures, and all this great stuff. They got rid of Levante Davis' contract. And I think his option void year was like $6 million. So they gave him an extra $1 million. So he would have been a $6 million dead cap hit. But they gave him a 1 year, $7 million deal. So I guess, $1 million more than what his dead cap was going to be. And then they re-signed Jamel Dean, 3-year contract. So that was two big moves, and then the Pat O'Connor and Anthony Nelson were, depth pieces. And then they signed Baker Mayfield to a 1-year deal of $4.5 million, which leads me to the Baker Mayfield conversation. And I know this is going to be a hot topic for a lot of Bucs fans. And I can already see the battle going on. Yeah, Cam Gill too. My bad. I can see the battle already going on in the Bucs community. I don't know. Here's my take on the Baker situation. And I got a chance to watch about 13 minutes of his press conference. It was a 22-minute press conference, 22 minutes and 13 seconds. I stopped at 13 minutes and 29 seconds. Baker, he plays with a chip on his shoulder. He plays with like it's me against the world. And watching 13 minutes of the press conference, and I'm a stand on this too. I think Jacoby Brissett would have been a better signing. Rock 813, what's up, man? In my opinion, I think Jacoby Brissett would have been a better quarterback for this situation. Yep, to stir the ship and be a mentor. See, when I look at Baker Mayfield, and this is from a football perspective, not from a personal perspective, right? I don't know the man personally. I'm just giving you to from a football perspective. It's two different perspectives because I don't know the man. I can only go by the play on the field and the football environment. But in my opinion, Jacoby Brissett would have been better off in this situation because of the maturity. He's way more mature than Baker Mayfield, and he will know his role. In my opinion, if Baker don't win this job or he gets bitched, he's going to pout. Because he has the bravado, the cockiness, the arrogance. He has these traits. By all means, that's just my opinion. What you see is what you see, and what I see might be two different things. And that's fine. Agree to disagree. But I'm just telling you, just by watching the press conference, 13 minutes and 29 seconds. I haven't finished the other piece of it, and then factored in looking at his football career. Now, it's two different careers. You got the college career, Texas Tech, then he goes to Oklahoma, then he does some off the field stuff and all that, grabbing, on the field, grabbing his prize with the flag and all this. So he likes attention. It's like and then you get to the NFL, he goes to the Browns. Number one, came off a really good season with Oklahoma. So he's done some good things, right? Don't get me wrong. I'm just giving you the bigger picture here of what we're getting versus what we could have had, right? And what would have been a better fit in this situation. Because the Bucs invested a second-round pick in Kyle Trask. So that's who you want to win the job. But I got a feeling, just the vibe from some of these Bucs fans, that they don't want Kyle Trask to win the job. They want Baker Mayfield out there. And here's the number one thing when I see Baker Mayfield on the Bucs. And one of the reasons why I believe the Bucs signed him, in my opinion, he sells tickets. He brings attention. So already, he done interviewed on NFL Network. He interviewed with Rich Eisen, NBC Sports, something like that. He's doing these interviews now with these networks. Can you imagine if we had Jacoby Brissett? We wouldn't be getting it. Jacoby Brissett wouldn't even get interviews. The only reason why the Bucs are in the news is not because of the Bucs. It's Baker. The only reason why the Bucs are being talked about, it's not because of the Bucs. Who cares? The media, you know how the media feel about the Bucs. You heard what Skip Bayless said, or Script Bayless. He was never going to watch another Bucs game again. That's the overall sentiment of the media until the Bucs signed Baker Mayfield. This is why when I look at the Glazers and Jason Light, this was not, to me, it's not about winning. It's about selling tickets. You make these fans take a 2-year commitment because they knew Tom Brady could be leaving at the time, but they made fans commit for 2 years. So now this is the second year of the commitment. You're trotting Kyle Trask before you sign Baker Mayfield. You're trotting Kyle Trask out there, who we don't know what we got, and you don't have a quarterback at the time. So then when they look at the landscape, despite the fact of the what have you done for me lately on the field, they disregarded that. And where the Bucs are trying to head at, Baker Mayfield's not the future. So in that situation, you sign a quarterback that's going to know his role. When Jacoby Brissett was with Cleveland and Deshaun Watson was suspended for those 11 games, 12 games, whatever. Jacoby Brissett went out there, played. Deshaun Watson came back. Jacoby Brissett was a trooper. He didn't get mad. He didn't start pouting, and he didn't start, acting all crazy. He's a leader. He has maturity, good character, good leadership skills. Very humble guy. Know his role. I just don't see that with Baker. Look, you can put up all the good stuff, and that's fine. We can do that all day. And I see people doing it. Congratulations, you did your research. I get it. But for the people that are doing that, what I've noticed, you don't say nothing about the extra. You conveniently leave out the extra. I don't know why people do this for players they really like or they captain for to make a narrative push. See, over here, I'm going to give you the whole spectrum of this situation. Both sides. Because there's a good side and there's a bad side. But the question is, or the reality is, what have you done for me lately? And I noticed a lot of the Baker Buck fans, they're growing by the day. They don't mention the last 10 games as a starter. I find that funny. And then I've noticed when you mention that, they deflect. It's everybody else's fault. It's the Browns' fault. Oh, the Carolina was a cluster. Oh, the Rams, that was no. But the Bucs is, it's gonna be here. Huh? And then they disregard all the extra stuff, the commercials, the distractions, the questionable leadership skills, the cockiness, the arrogance. They disregard all that stuff. But you spent 5 years doing. We had a quarterback that had some off the field situations, and he had a quirky attitude, quirky personality. Not like Baker though. Y'all know who I'm talking about. And all you saw, they kept bringing up the past. So when we get Baker, so we just gonna forget about what he did in the past? We're gonna forget about what he's coming into the organization with? Yes, he has a playoff win. Yes, he does. The franchise drafted him number 1. We did the same thing. We had a number 1 draft pick, and we moved on from him. The Cleveland Browns moved on from Baker Mayfield. And Baker Mayfield has been on 4 teams in the last, year and a half? That's not a good sign, folks. No matter how you spin that narrative. And I'm not here to bash him or none of that. I'm just giving you the facts. See, there's a difference between bashing and facts, because facts it's so hard to rebuttal. It's so hard to refute facts, because when you challenge facts, that means you and your feelings. You ain't trying to hear the facts. If I tell you 1 + 1 is 1, and you be like, well, yeah, it's 1 + 1, but I mean that destroys the argument, whatever argument you have. See, over here, I cannot let you just carve out a piece of a player and just push that part, because your resume is your resume, and it's not good for him coming into the Bucs. It's not good, no matter how you cut it with cookie cutters and pizza cutter. No matter how you cut this, his resume is not good coming into the Bucs. What have you done for me lately? 2-8. 10 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, multiple fumbles, average under 200 yards passing. Because if you're that guy, you could uplift your team. In my opinion, Baker is an overachiever in football, not in life, in football. And obviously, he overcompensates in a few areas on the field. He think he's more than what he is on the field. Now, as a person, I don't know what he is as a person. But on the field, when you watch him play and the things he do, he will give you these moments. And when I go back and look at the tape, the moments look exactly like Ryan Fitzpatrick. It looks exactly like the Gardner Minshew and the Taylor Heineke situation. Those type of quarterbacks, they give you these moments, but in the reality, they are who they are. And you'll get tired of it. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen to Baker, but he's not far off of that, folks. I want to make that clear. He's not far off of it because you go back to the Browns situation, went to the playoffs. That was Pete Baker. And remember, that team had, 3 or 4 Pro Bowl linemen? Hunt, Chubb, Njoku, Harrison Bryant, Donovan Peoples-Jones, Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry, and a solid defense. So you explain to me, is this the same situation he's going to now than he had in Cleveland? Is this roster better than what he had in Cleveland? Daquan Julius, what's up? Is this roster going into this season better than what he had in Cleveland and they went to the playoffs? Remember, the Bucs have never had anybody like Chubb or Kareem Hunt. Now, we had Doug Martin. We had Ward Nine, Mike Allstott, James Wilder, Eric, we had James Wilder. So we had a couple good running backs. LeGarrette Blount had a good year, whatever. But I'm just saying, in the recent years, and you look at the Bucs running back situation. Matter of fact, let's just go back to 2015. We've never had a Kareem Hunt and a Nick Chubb. We never had a quarterback with those guys behind him. We never had an O-line like he had with the Browns. We never had 2 tight ends like the Browns had. Yeah, we had Gronkowski, and we had the washed-up version of Brady at the time, and we had I don't know what's wrong with O.J. Howard's situation. Yeah, we have Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. So yeah, Odell Beckham, Jarvis Landry, Donovan Peoples-Jones. Great. But we have Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. But we didn't really have a third. We had Adam Humphrey as a third receiver, but just from an overall perspective, that's pretty even, right? So Baker Mayfield came from a very talented team that was put around him. And after 5 years, the organization said, no thanks. And then what makes it worse, I'm giving y'all the breakdown of this. I'm going to get back to this press conference. The man wrote a letter to Cleveland saying, y'all not breaking up with me in general, in paraphrasing. Y'all not breaking up with me. I'm breaking up with y'all. What? Y'all don't see anything. That's immaturity. He wrote a letter to the city of Cleveland saying, y'all not breaking up with me. I'm breaking up with y'all. And he's the quarterback of the Bucs. So I'm just saying, if things don't go right for him, he has that chip on his shoulder. He has that mentality. He has that, this is some bull crap. Because I'm going to tell you right now, if you get your hopes up, I'm going to give you a fair warning. I'm going to give you a fair warning. You better make sure your hopes are in a reality checkpoint. Because do not forget, 8-9 in the regular season with Tom Brady. This is a regression. Going from Tom Brady to Baker Mayfield and Kyle Trask. This is a huge regression. Huge. Look, if if look, the expectations wouldn't be so much if everybody was humble, but I can see the people are over exaggerating, making the situation bigger than what it is. I saw it in the comment section on even YouTube, in the press conference comment section, in the concept, in the content the comment section. Excuse my language. Excuse my fumbling, stumbling. In the comment section, you saw it. Go read the comment section. Like some dude, I was like, what is these dudes talking about? I mean, just clearly just disregarding the recent history of Baker Mayfield. And here comes the media with the narratives. This is a great fit. What? Everywhere Baker went before the Bucs, it was a great fit. He went to Cleveland. Oh, that Cleveland stacked team. Da 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 da. Oh, he's going to Carolina. This is a great opportunity for him to. Ethan, what's up? And then he goes to the Rams. Oh, he can sit behind Matthew Stafford. No. Oh, by the way, he finished 1-3 with the Rams. What the situations Baker was in, it was all bad. Well, at some point you gotta be able to be the guy. Sometimes you might not have the best talent. Sometimes you might have the best talent, which he did. He had a top 10 roster. What did he do? He's not there. So before you get your hopes up with this Baker Mayfield situation, please understand the situation that this franchise that's in 2023. If we score 18 points a game with the great Tom Brady, what in the hell evidence do you have that we're going to do a lot better with Kyle Trask and Baker Mayfield? I'm going to say this and I'm going to say this again. If we're going to do bad, I want to do bad with Kyle Trask. I do not want to do bad with the guy on his fourth team in a year and some change. I don't want to do bad with a guy that we already know. What we're getting into. Some of us don't know what we're getting into. I know what the Bucs are getting into. The Bucs are trying to sell tickets and stay in the media. That is the number one and number two things. Because if you sign Jacoby Brissett, you're not in the news. You're not getting attention. Who cares about Jacoby Brissett? But that's not the point. See, Jacoby Brissett would know his role. He would know what he's getting into. He would know he'll be a great mentor. He will give Kyle Trask great knowledge. What can Baker Mayfield tell Kyle Trask? Do you think Baker Mayfield is going to be a mentor if he gets benched or he don't win the job? Hell, he told y'all in the press conference, I came here to compete. I came to this team because they're ready to win now. I'm sorry, Baker. What? Trackstar 954. What's up, man? He said, I picked the team because they are ready to win now and they have historically been successful. I'm sorry, Baker. What? In the recent years, sure. But historically? That shows you right there. He clearly didn't do his research. Fire to Candace. What's up, man? I picked this team because, I'm ready to win now. So coming off an 8-9 season, that tells you they're ready to win now. That's like Adam Thielen saying, and Adam Thielen said this. Adam Thielen said he picked the Panthers over the Broncos and the Cowboys because the Panthers have the better chance to go to the Super Bowl. I'm sorry, what? They gave you $10 million, bro. Cap, Adam Thielen. They overpaid for you. A 32-year-old receiver, by the way. Carolina Kitty Cat fans, you had a good offseason in phase 1 and phase 2. But you signed Adam Thielen, and he says the reason why he picked y'all is because y'all have better chance to go to the Super Bowl. I'm sorry, Adam Thielen. Then I look at the numbers, the salary cap, the salary contract, the salary breakdown on what the Panthers are giving him, $10 million in 2023. I think it's 8 in 2024 and 6 in 2025, something like that. Are you serious, Adam Thielen? You really gonna convince yourself that the Panthers got this? Panthers fans, look, I know you love your team, and I'm tying this in with the Bucs, with the Baker Mayfield, what he said. Do you really believe your team is ready to win the Super Bowl now? with Andy Dalton as a backup and whoever the rookie quarterback gonna be. I know some of you Panthers, you real Panthers fans, you had to laugh at that. You had to laugh at that BS. There is no way y'all gonna let that man sit up there and say that bull crap. You know what's so crazy? Some of the Panthers fans gonna believe that. Yes, absolutely. Gonna believe that cap. So circling around back into Baker Mayfield when he says, ready to win now. Ready to win what, Baker? Cover 2 spot. Yeah, I laughed too. I was like, what? So, look, I'm not a fan of the Cowgirls. But the Cowgirls or the Cowboys, they have a better chance than the Panthers. By far. You chose the Panthers because they gave you the money. Sometimes when you're trying to be too correct, you end up looking stupid. Adam Thielen, walk the plank. Matter of fact, get in the cannon, get fired. I'm going to put you in the cannon, bruh. You chose the Panthers because they got the better Super Bowl chance. You serious, bruh? They gave you the bag, man. And they overpaid you. And they're going to find out real quick why you ain't worth it. At best, you're a third receiver now. $10 million. That's like Russell Gage. That's why he got that contract, thanks to Russell Gage. You know, Russell Gage got $10 million. Adam Thielen is 32 years old. Where are you going with Carolina? You on your last leg, you looking for the cash out. Cash out. Anyway, let's get back to Baker Mayfield. He came to this team because they're ready to win now. Please, somebody answer me, what is he referencing on winning what? What you gonna say, the division? That's unknown. You damn sure ain't gonna say NFC championship. And you damn sure ain't gonna say Super Bowl. So what does Baker mean by that? Ready to win what, Bucs fans? I'm asking the question. Yeah, right. Starting job. I'm just trying to figure out from a Bucs fan perspective, what does he mean by that? Ready to win now. Ready to win what? Where are you going? Like I tell my daughter all the time when she's doing something ridiculous. What are you doing? Where are you going? Where are you going? Sit down. Like, what are you doing? You're doing too much. Then he says, oh, I'm not Tom Brady. Of course you're not Tom Brady. You're a big drop-off. Even at 45 years old, Tom Brady is miles, leaps and bounds better than Baker Mayfield. How many of y'all would take Tom Brady now over Baker Mayfield? Oh, also, a track star. I'm gonna get to that part. It's a bit. Look, look. Baker Mayfield is a personality. You don't think he's thinking the business? You don't think he's making the move? The irony, right? A name like Baker Mayfield comes to Tampa behind, and we just had Tom Brady. Oh, that's just perfect. You slide right on there and you get the attention. Because now you're going to get Jenna Lane. Oh, Tom Brady is Tom Brady. She's still doing it. Tom Brady going. He ain't coming back. And she's still doing it. Asking questions to the players about Tom Brady. Jenna Lane is so annoying. Tom is not coming back, Jenna. He's done. See, Baker he ain't slick. He's smart at the same time. He's not slick, but he's smart. He know what he's doing. Where can I go at that I don't have to be a mentor or, that I can compete? He wants to compete for a starting job because he thinks he's more than what he is. He don't believe he's a backup at this point of his career. 4 teams in 5 years. Okay, there you go. He don't think he's a backup. He don't think he's a backup at this point. And when you're a backup, your job is to be a backup and be a mentor and be help the team, help the quarterback in front of you. He wants to be a starter still. 4 teams in 5 years. What quarterback, please name me one, that is really good being on 4 teams in 5 years. Y'all think about that question. Let's get back to the Baker Mayfield, Jenna Lane. She asking questions about Tom Brady. She keep asking questions attaching Tom Brady's name to it. She won't let it go. Store stops too. What's up, man? Ethan, top Bucs fan. As long as Jenna Lane was about to become irrelevant. So now that Baker's here, Baker made this as also a business decision. He saw the situation. He saw who was just here. The dude brings unnecessary attention. Remember, when he went to Carolina, it was hyped up. Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, it was hype. Media was all flying around that. And then what happened? Reality struck. Panthers realized he ain't that guy. You're not that guy, pal. Despite being a number 1 draft pick, the Panthers like, we gave you a chance. No thanks. Moving on. PJ Walker, back to Sam Darnold. And they actually played better without Baker at quarterback. Think about that. Did you not watch the games, folks? Did you not watch the game when Baker Mayfield was starting? Well, let me guess. The only game you watched was the game that he came in 24 hours later. He won the game. That's the only game you watched of Baker last year, right? Okay. You didn't watch those other games. You didn't watch the games when he won that game. After that, it was 0-3. Bucs game 101, 32nd in every offensive cap. What do you mean by that? Who are you talking about? You're making a statement, but what do you mean by that? 32nd in every offensive category. But he was 0-3 after that dramatic win over the Raiders. Nobody talking about that. Or nobody gonna talk about when he's the quarterback for the Panthers. Oh no. The Panthers couldn't even score points. The Rams couldn't score a point with Baker Mayfield quarterback. Even the Browns were struggling. But luckily, they had a great running game. And a great O-line. People forget that with 3 or 4 Pro Bowlers. What are we doing here? I'm not humbled. Then he said something about not being humbled. What? If I'm not mistaken. I'm like, what? What are you talking about, bro? You should be humble at this point in your career. And it's like he will not admit where he's at in his career. Oh, there you go. So when Baker was with the Panthers were 32nd in the NFL in every offensive category. They move on from him and they get better. They start winning games. What did I tell you, folks? The jig is up with Baker Mayfield. I'm not here to hate on the guy. I'm giving you the reality of it. In a minute, he do anything good. Here come the Bucs media. Baker. Bucs fans, let's bake. Shake and bake. Let's bake. Unnecessary, folks. Panthers fans will tell you. If you don't want to listen to me, ask the Panthers fans. Ask the Browns fans. Ask them. Matter of fact, ask the Rams fans. Ask them. The dude think he's here. And he's not. He's a backup quarterback. And if he had that mindset, I would not be saying this stuff. But the mindset that he have, he think he's going to come here and just do some out over the top stuff. Bruh, the teams around the NFL know who you are at this point in your career. You're not going to do anything different. You're not getting any better. You're not a Geno Smith. Because Geno Smith didn't have the opportunities like you. Geno Smith had to wait for years to get the opportunity to start again. He had to be truly humble to get the opportunity to start again. Sat behind multiple quarterbacks, multiple teams. I didn't hear Geno Smith sound anything like Baker Mayfield going to teams. Number 1 overall draft pick to the Browns, starting quarterback. Goes to the Panthers, starting quarterback. Says pretty much the same similar stuff he said with the Panthers. Then he goes to the Rams and puts on this one game against a terrible team with a terrible defense, and then proceeds to lose the next 3 games. I'm sorry, folks. I'm giving you the reality. Stop with the, this is a great situation. What do you mean great situation? If that's the case, he would have never made it to the Bucs. What are we doing here? Did you not see the film with him in Cleveland? The throws he couldn't make or the throws he did not make? Family first. What's up, buddy? Felix, what's up? The best thing the Bucs fans need to think about or hope for. I hope to see Baker Mayfield don't become a headache on the field and in the locker room. But you can tell he don't get his way. He's gonna get mad. He's gonna throw up. He's gonna get, because he's had a couple. He took a couple shots with the media. You remember that? He took a couple shots at the media. What leader does that? Anybody with high character is not going to be writing letters to a city talking about, I'm leaving you, or taking shots at the media in your feelings. And then your commercials just fueled the fire that shouldn't have been there in the first place. Thanks to the media. The media, look, it's not all Baker's fault. The media runs the tube. The media created this Baker Mayfield aura. He already had the bravado, the arrogance, the cockiness, the swag, the weird, not the weird, but the dancing. He think he just that dude. And it's like, no, man. And when you see him on the field when you get him on that tape, you be like, he doing too much. Doing too much to try to fit in. Over the top. And then it made it worse. You got his number 1 fan is Skip Bayless. Did you hear what Skip Bayless said? He was never going to watch another Bucs game. That told y'all. The only reason why he's going to watch guess what? Guess who's going to be the topic of discussion? Baker Mayfield. And guess whose fault it's going to be? The Bucs. Just like Tom Brady last year. It was Todd Bowles. It was Byron Leftwich. It was the O-line. It was Leonard Fournette. And Russell Gage. It's everybody else's fault. Same thing's going to happen with Baker Mayfield. He's going to point the finger at everybody else and some other media members too. Rich Eisen, it's a great fit. Great fit? What do you mean great fit? How can you convince yourself it's a great fit? Out of all the quarterbacks the Bucs could have got, that was overall just better as a person on the field and on the sideline, you chose Baker Mayfield. That is the only move that Jason Light has done I just don't agree with. There were better options out there, and you chose Baker Mayfield. Not because of football. You chose him because you want to sell tickets. Now we got to deal with another quarterback. This time, this quarterback is on the other end of the spectrum. Out of 32 quarterbacks in the NFL, if Baker Mayfield ends up winning this job, what do you rank him at out of 32 quarterbacks? 32 starting quarterbacks. Where would you put him at? Trill G Boy 2, what's up, man? Eli, what's up? Where would you put Baker Mayfield out of 32 starting quarterbacks? So this is gonna help some of you guys and the ladies out that getting on this Baker hype train. Let's get some feedback. I can tell you where I'm gonna put him at, but where would you put him at? If he wins a starting job, where will you put him at? Be honest with yourself. And don't give me this extra crap about Nick Pickett. No, give me the overall totality of what you've seen from Baker. And most importantly, what have you seen from him lately to make you believe that he's towards the top. Out of 32 starting quarterbacks, I ain't talking about backups. Family first. Come on, man. That's a backup. I'm talking about starting quarterbacks. Where would you put him at? What's up, John? Family first, you're reaching, and that's not even close. Talent-wise, not even close. Scoring points, not even close. Red zone, not even close. Third down's not even close. Like, you're reaching. There's no next. Talent-wise, not even close. Numbers-wise, not even close. This is football facts. You can go look it up yourself. Advanced analytics, not even close. Physical traits, not even close. Arm talent, not even close. Size, arm strength, weight, not even close. Come on, family first. Like, get with the program, man. I'm talking about Baker Mayfield, starting quarterbacks. Now, if you want to go there, it's easy to go there because I got facts. Remember, you gotta remove the feelings and go with the reality when you talk about players. See, I will put Baker Mayfield towards the bottom. Bottom 5 at best, and that's being nice. I don't know. Would I say he's 32? That means you're the worst. He's somewhere at the bottom. And that ain't saying much. So I'm just trying to figure out where the Bucs fans' heads at. Like, I know some of y'all are realistic and some of y'all got the right mindset. But just reading some of these comments, I'm like, some of these fans are really thinking that it's going to be better than 8-9. I could put some money on this. We're going to see Kyle Trask. If Baker Mayfield win a job, we're going to see Kyle Trask anyway. We're going to see Kyle Trask. This is why I told y'all, when they sign him, I'm telling you. I'm like, oh, man. No. They're not trying to win games, man. They're trying to sell tickets and get attention, stay in the news. And this time, it's for the wrong reasons. Bad move by Jason Light, in my opinion. Look, it can come out different. And if it does, I'll eat crow. But what my eyes tell me, and what I've seen recently, bad signing by Jason Light. I wish the best. I'm not going to hate on him. If he does good, I'm going to congratulate him. If he has good games, I'm going to say Baker Mayfield had a good game. I have no problem with that. But just from the overall perspective, where the franchise is heading, bad move. Out of all the veteran quarterbacks you could have picked, you chose that guy. And then what makes it even worse, from a Kyle Trask perspective, from a fan looking at it from a Kyle Trask perspective, I know he got him like, golly, nobody's asking about Kyle Trask. Who cares? Baker. That's all the media's going to ask. We're going to see ESPN, NFL Network, CBS Sports, Fox Sports, all these channels talking about Baker. And this is where Kyle Trask got a chance to just take the job. Put it in to the unnecessary nonsense. Because the media is going to push for Baker. They don't give two craps about Kyle Trask. So Kyle Trask better get in the grind mode. He better go into just. He better look. It took a long time for Kyle Trask to get to where he was, even in college. He didn't start till he was a senior. I believe it was a redshirt senior, right? So he's not a fast learner. That's a red flag. Now he's learning a new offense from a OC that has never called plays in the NFL. Last time he called plays was JV. Clyde Christensen said Kyle Trask is a slow learner. He's a hard worker. Look, a lot of people is a hard worker, man. But what separates you? What makes you exceptional? When it comes to the quarterback, there's a lot of hardworking quarterbacks. A lot of hardworking players. Cornerbacks, left tackles, whatever. when that's the best thing he can say about you, Kyle Trask has an uphill battle. Not only he has to battle internally with Baker Mayfield, he has to also battle the perception that he has no shot by the media. And then from a franchise perspective, I know Kyle Trask got to be thinking, like, damn, Baker Mayfield, man? This in the back of his head, like, you could have gave me Andy Dalton, Jacoby Brissett, Jared Stanton. You could have gave me somebody that I can bounce idea. What can he bounce off of Baker Mayfield? That's a bad influence. He's coming here to play, not to sit behind Kyle Trask. And if Kyle Trask do not win that job, I'm telling y'all, better hope he win that job, because if he don't win that job, Jason, like, I got you. I'm going to make a special video for you. I'm going to be on you. I promise you, Jason Light. Because that is your pick. That could have been an O lineman. That could have been a D lineman. Could have been a safety, a linebacker. You chose Kyle Trask. And I am going to drill you bad. That's why I didn't like the Baker Mayfield signing. Because if you would sign any other quarterback, at least with that quarterback, okay, Kyle Trask get his shot. But see, with Baker Mayfield, you want Baker Mayfield to start. Because from a business perspective, you trot Kyle Trask out there week 1. Who comes to the game? Who comes to the game? Half of that stadium will be empty. Bucs front office know that. The Glazers know that. Because from a football perspective, that signing made no sense. That signing was terrible. Jason Light has done good. Greg Gaines. No, the Bucs got a thing for University of Washington players. Greg Gaines was a good signing. He'll be more dependable than Hakeem Hicks. He's a pretty decent guy. He's not a world beater. He's like, he's gonna just take over, but he's solid. And we saw him play firsthand twice, cause problems. But he was playing next to Aaron Donald too. So now he playing next to Vita, but Vita's not Aaron Donald. They're not even close. They're not even the same tier. They're not even the same position. And no offense, but Vita would never be Aaron Donald. So Greg Gaines go from playing next to a first ballot Hall of Famer to a guy that I don't see Hall of Fame screaming his name at this point. So might look a little different next to Vita. And then, is Gaines going to play the nose tackle or is he going to play the 5 technique? Because he's not a tall guy. And like I said, I like the signing, but he ain't no 6'5", 6'4", 5 technique. Who that for life? What up, man? But I like the signing, though, for depth. A lot better than Hakeem Hicks. So don't ask me about Hakeem Hicks. He ain't coming back. You wish. What's up? T, what's up? Lightning Films. Don't ask me about Hakeem Hicks. Don't ask me about Julio Fulio. Don't ask me about Kyle Rudolph. Don't ask me about Cam Brate. Matter of fact, does anybody know what's going on with Donovan Smith? Chase Edmonds. That was a decent signing too. My bad. I forgot about Chase Edmonds. Oh, tickets already sold out? When did they get sold out? Today? That's news to me. When did they sold out? When did they get sold out? Let me ask you that question. When did they sell out? When did the tickets sell out? Let me guess. When Baker was signed. Because when Baker went to Carolina, they sold tickets. People came to the game. And as the season went, they was like, all right, the stands got real light real quick. And the Carolina Kitty Cats got a way better run game than we do. Better O-line. Especially that tackle. Overall, just across the board. And they start winning games without Baker Mayfield. That should tell you something. I have a theme for the day. Remember, what I wear, there's always a message behind it. Does anybody get the message for today? The meaning behind what you see right here. Number 76, that should tell you. Don't nobody want that guy right now. Nobody. That shows you how they should have. This is not even a bust. This is not even a knock on Donovan Smith. This is more a knock on Jason Light. He's made some bad decisions, and this is one of them. Nobody's going to pay Donovan Smith a ton of money. Jason Light did. Gave him an extension too. 3 years, 41 million. Like, what are you doing, Jason? Who's going to give Donovan Smith the bat? I want to know. Why is no team signing him right now? Huh? Why is there no team jumping to sign Donovan Smith? Please, somebody answer that question. Remember, this is the same Donovan Smith that was here before Tom Brady. That's been causing problems. Oh, but no. It's not Donovan Smith. It's not a green Alex Kappa. Caleb Benablock or old DeMar Dotson. Oh, nah. It's not them. A terrible running. Oh, no. It's not that. It's one guy. I told y'all. It's multiple guys. That was the problem. You didn't believe me. Here's one of them on the market. Who's jumping to get him? Huh? Answer the question. Who's jumping to get Donovan Smith? Huh? First down. Go ahead and cap. I don't hear any news. A team trying to get at him. Because teams know. And don't be surprised when he do sign, he turns out and they put him at guard. First down. Like I told y'all. Jason Light, that was a terrible decision. See, this is the reason why I look at him a funny way. Donovan Smith is a prime example. Should have got rid of him before Tom Brady got here. I know, but Jameis. No. But see, I win. See, this is why I laugh at when people was doing that. Where's DeMar Dotson? Not in the league no more, right? He's done. Where's Donovan Smith? Nobody trying to pick him up. Where's Caleb Benablock? Alex Kappa? Got paid, but I'm sorry. Where's Peyton Barber? Where's Ronald Jones? Where's O.J. Howard? Where's Wale? Are these primetime players? Are these guys that teams are jumping around and trying to go get real quick? Oh, I got to have Wale. I got to go have Peyton Barber as a starting running back. I got to have Wale as a third down running back. I got to have O.J. Howard as my number one tight end. He's going to... I got to have Jacquizz Rodgers. Oh, yeah. Don't worry, I'll wait. See, I always say things, it might take some time, but at some point, my point will be proved. And with Donovan Smith, my point is proved. When DeMar Dotson left the Bucs, who jumped to go get him? Chris Baker, Deshaun Jackson. See, Jason Light, he does some good things, but he does some ridiculous head-scratching stuff that I do not like. This is why I cannot rate him in the top tier 1. I can't put him there. Despite the Super Bowl, I cannot put Jason Light in the top tier GMs. No way, no way, no how, no way. Because you can point at all the good. I can do it with you. Trust me, I'm right there with you. Because I can do the same thing you're doing. Oh, Jason Light, this is Vita Vea and Chris Godwin. But it's funny. People say, well, Jason Light wasn't the GM in 2014. Wasn't that the year Mike Evans was drafted? So you give Jason Light credit for drafting Mike Evans, but when I'm making a point, well, he wasn't the GM the first year. Oh. So that means he didn't draft Mike Evans. It was Lovie Smith. So we can't give Jason Light that draft pick, right? I'm just saying. See how this works? See, I pay attention. You ain't going to get away with that. 34-62 before Brady get here. Well, Jason Light wasn't the GM in 2014. Okay. That means he didn't draft Mike Evans. Can't have it both ways. You cannot have it both ways, Bucs fans. Can't do it. You're quick to say, oh, Lovie Smith hired Jason Light. Okay. So Lovie Smith drafted Mike Evans. So let's give credit to Lovie Smith for drafting Mike Evans. Jason Light was just on board for it. He had the title, but he was not running the show. It was a Pete Carroll situation. You know, John Schneider's the GM, but Pete Carroll making the decisions. Sean Payton got Mickey Loomis, but Sean Payton making the decisions pretty much. You know, one of those situations. Right? See what I'm saying? Because I can literally nitpick all the good for Jason Light. It's so easy to do that. I can disregard all the nonsense. Even the Baker Mayfield. I can disregard the class of 2016 and the Brent Grimes and the Chris Baker and the Deshaun Jackson, O.J. Howard. I can disregard all that. Ronald Jones, Peyton Barber, Uwe White. I can disregard all that and talk about all the. I can disregard the Roberto Guayo, the Matt Gay missing 11 kicks. You know, Matt Bryan screwing. I can disregard all that. Chuck Chris Rogers, Calais Kent, Raymond Calais, Devontae Bond, Vernon Hargreaves. I can disregard all that. That didn't happen. I can easily do that. Nope. DeMar Dotson, Caleb Minablock, Donovan Smith extension, Devin White, Kyle Trask, Luke Gedeke. I can disregard all that. Keyshawn Vaughn, Russell Gage contract, Kyle Rudolph, Hakeem Hicks, Julio Fulio, Logan Ryan, Keanu O'Neal. I can disregard all that. Yep, MJ Stewart. Not resigning Jordan Whitehead. I can disregard all that and make a whole narrative. Nope, will not do it. I think I can't do it. I'm not going to. Not going to disregard the other side. Period. Don't get mad at me. This is the reality of Jason Light. You got the good and the bad. You cannot leave out the bad. Chris Conte. What are we doing? See how quick I can give you the other side? Because every time I say something, I just, well, he drafted Chris Godwin. He drafted Vita Vea and Tristan Wirfs and Winfield Jr. and Carl Davis and Jamel Dean. He did. He did, absolutely. Kudos to Jason Light. Well, if that's the case, then if he drafted so many good players, Now, why was the Bucs 32 and 64, 34 and 62? If all these good players he drafted before Tom Brady got here, why was the Bucs 34 and 62 as him as a GM with the title? I'm just trying to figure that out. And then you get Tom Brady, you go 32 and 18. So let me guess. It wasn't just the draft picks, it was the veterans you brought in. So overall, Jason Light record is 66 and 80 as the GM. That is below 500. That is not a successful GM. This is why. What top 10 GM has a record under 500? Please tell me. And I want y'all to please understand this. Jason Light has done very good this offseason in phase 2. I'm sorry. Phase 2. Now, phase 1, it is what it is. The $55 million cap hit, whatever. Phase 2, he's done a great job outside of the Baker Mayfield signing. What GM is under 500 as a GM that's in the top 10? But we got a Super Bowl. Exactly. But what about the overall resume as the GM of the team? What GM is under 500 that you say he in the top 10? Give me a GM, please. I need that GM before I keep moving forward. Can anybody find me a GM under 500 that you will put in the top 10? Look, I talk about players all day, but let's talk about GMs. What GM under 500 that you will put in the top 10? What GM has an under 500 record as a GM in the top 10? See, nobody can answer that question, huh? But, I'm just trying to figure it out. I can't recall. I can name most of the GMs around the league, but I can't recall GMs that are under 500 considered a top 10 GM. Under 500 as a GM, you top 10? That's a pretty low standard. Oh, Chris Ballard in the hot seat. He's made some terrible decisions at quarterback. He's on the hot seat. Jason Light bought himself a year or two. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm saying it right now. If the Bucs go 6 and 11, 5 and 12, oh, hot seat. Hot seat. He bought himself some time, though. He definitely did. I'll give you that. He bought himself like 2 extra years. Oh, so you don't know other GMs. See, that's the problem. See, you're so focused on the players, you don't know the GMs. Good. What you doing, Bucs fans? Pay attention. But my point is, can't do it. I just can't put a GM under 500 in the top 10. And I know there's circumstances, but he's been around for a while. Now, if you're a new GM, fresh GM, trying to rebuild, there you get a pass. But if your record, if you have the title of the GM as a GM of any organization in the NFL, matter of fact, MLB, NBA, and if your team record is with you running the show is under 500, that is not successful. Now, he's been the most successful GM in the Bucs, I guess, history, you could say. That ain't saying much. I bet y'all wish for John Lynch, don't y'all? I bet y'all will take John Lynch in a heartbeat. I'll put $1,000 against anybody If you had a choice between John Lynch and Jason Light right now, who would you take? I guarantee you 99% of y'all, 95% will pick John Lynch. Without a heart, not even a question. You won't even think about it. Hey, so if John Lynch right now would be like, I want to be the GM for the Bucs, what would you do? In a heartbeat, in a New York minute, you'll jump right on that bandwagon. I will too. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Good riddance. Thank you for the Super Bowl, but give me John Lynch. I like how he builds. I never understood why the Bucs didn't go after him. Never understood that. Never understood why the Bucs didn't just go after John Lynch. That's weird. Just I don't know. It's just weird. What did it like? What did they didn't see anything in him? Like, come on, man. I don't know, man. The Bucs, the Glazers. Let's go higher. The Glazer family is weird. I know they got Manchester U, but they cheap. The Bucs are cheap. Oh, the Glazers are cheap. You see the upgrades they did to the stadium? You see the upgrade they did to the stadium? Terrible. Now, if you look at the Bucs Stadium, Raymond James, outdated, expired. Look at the Bucs Stadium. Go look at these other stadiums. I'm gonna need you to upgrade the stadium, bro. You made all this money for Tom Brady in 3 years. Where's the money? Where's the results of the money that you made the last 3 years with Tom Brady at quarterback? Gronkowski, AB, Leonard Fournette, Ryan Suckup. You bought all these veteran guys in here. You made all this money. Where is the results of the stadium being updated? I went to Dallas Stadium. I was like, good God. If they do a stadium ranking, I know the Bucs. I think the Bucs rank pretty well in some categories, but just the look of the Bucs Stadium compared to the ones I've seen in person. You ain't cutting it, bro. And then you don't have no dome. Hot as hell. A retractable dome. Beaming hot. Scotty beamed me up. Star Trek. Sun just beaming on you. You mean to tell me you can't get no retractable roof put in there in the all season? Yeah, they put another section in the stands. Tacky. they put some stands, and they put a section in the stands. Tacky. They put some stands in the section. How cheap can you get, man? I was there. I seen it. Tacky. Ridiculous. It looks awkward. Look, the Bucs, they making moves, but they need to make better moves, higher moves. Like, if you want to become a creme de la creme franchise across the board, everything. We seen the report card for the Bucs. Terrible. You got to be across the board with it. Not just on the field, off the field as well. Not just off the field. The visual, the optical got to match. The player treatment got to match. The food, the train, all that stuff got to match if you want to be considered a top tier organization. Unfortunately, the Bucs are not a top tier free agent destination. The only reason why we got the players that the Bucs did get in these couple of years was because of one guy. Not because they wanted to play with the Bucs. Then because they wanted to play with Tom Brady and possibly get a ring. And it happened in 2020. First down. That's a fact. I came in because of Tom Brady. He made the call. Even Jason Light said it. We did everything we could to surround Tom Brady to maximize the opportunity. Oh, you got to just make a phone call. Hey, you want to play with Tom Brady? Sure. The Bucs have never been a top-tier destination for free agents. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. You look, ain't nobody coming here to play with no Baker Mayfield. Not happening. You're not getting no top-tier free agent trying to win a ring with Baker Mayfield because they already know what they're getting. So that's why I'm saying the Bucs got to build. This is why this draft and next draft is very important. They have to build because nobody's coming here to play with Kyle Trask, to play with possibly Baker Mayfield as starting quarterback. Nobody. The Bucs got to build into the draft. I'm sorry, when I say nobody, I'm talking about the cream of the crop. The cream of the crop free agents. And of course, the Bucs' money is not right because they went all in. Now, next year, we'll have some money. But who's the quarterback? First down. We're going to be right back in this situation again next year. I'm telling y'all. I'm warning you. I warned y'all 3 years ago about the Tom Brady situation. I said, all right, Bucs fans, you're going to get 2 years. You might be able to get 3. You might squeeze out 3. Well, I was right. We got 2, guaranteed. But that third was terrible. Terrible. And when the Bucs got money next year, the question going to be, who's the quarterback? But I like overall though, let me get back to the Baker situation. Look, I'm gonna hope for the best, but I understand the reality. I understand what this franchise is at the quarterback situation. Huge question marks. That to me, to be honest with you, when you look at the team, that is the worst situation. When I look at the team, when I look at the Bucs team, the year that they came off of 8-9 with Tom Brady got embarrassed in the playoffs. When I look at the Bucs situation, the worst part of this team right now is quarterback. And that's not what you want going into the season. I'm going to keep clapping my hands. You don't want to have major question marks with a win now team at quarterback. You can't win now when you have major question marks at quarterback. An unknown and an overachiever who's on the downward part of his career. Well, as far as what have you done for me lately? He can come in here with his chest all pumped up, shoulders up, and all the bravado he wants. But the reality is 2-8 in the last 10 games as a starting quarterback. That's recent. And when you have question marks at quarterback, most important position in the team, right? Most important position in the team, quarterback. And then you factor in, you know what's so crazy? Dave Canales is not the worst part of the team. He's an unknown, but he's not the worst part. The worst part of the team is quarterback. Just look at the Bucs. Let's look at them. Just take a look. Stand over the team. Take a look at them. Look at the roster across the board. Receivers, we fine. Running back, we add a running back. We be okay there. Tight end, maybe add another tight end. I think we'll be okay. Better tight end or O-line, you address that in the draft, right? D-line in the draft. Safety in the draft. Some more D-linemen in the draft. Edge rusher in the draft. D lineman in the draft. Some more D linemen in the draft. Some more edge rushers in the draft. The kicker situation, Ryan Suckup. I don't know what they're going to do with that. They need to get rid of him. Get somebody with some range. Jake Kamada, good deal. You look into the Bucs team. Linebacker situation, that's in question. That's in flux. We don't know. It's kind of like, Levante Davis on his last year. Devin White, contract year. Look at the D-line. Address that in the draft. And some more D-linemen and some edge rushers in the draft. And a tackle. I keep talking about the trenches. I'm sorry. But I keep bringing it up because it's a fact. You can spin it how you want to spin it. Greg Gaines and all. I don't care. Draft some D-linemen. Cut the crap, Jason. Like, cut the freaking crap. Stop the freaking bull sugar honey iced tea. Draft D linemen and edge rushers. Period. You might want to come out of the draft with 3 of them things. Shout out to Chef Trez. You might want to come out of the draft with 3 of them things. 3 guys in the trenches. That's edge rushers and D tackle. Or 5 technique. Stop with the bull crap. The only way the Bucs going to get themselves out of this situation, despite the quarterback problems or the situation that can be pretty ugly, you draft the trenches. That will save you a lot of extra nonsense. Because you get them trenches right on both sides of the ball, I promise you, it's a plug-and-play situation. We see it. More D linemen. I don't care. You can name them all on the team right now. I don't care. Don't take an offense. I don't care. Name who you want to name on the team right now. I don't care. Pat O'Connor, Andy Nelson. I don't care. I've seen them already. It is what it is with them. I want juice, more talent, better talent, higher upside, more speed. I don't care. Name who you want to name on the roster. Who's on the roster? Name them. I don't care. I don't care. Shaq Barrett and Tryon and Vita and Logan Hall and Grangs. I don't care. I don't care. I'm tired of the 3rd and 8s and no pressure. We saw it in the playoff game. We saw it in the 49ers game. Saw it in the Bengals game, second half. No pressure. Sick of that. Chiefs game, no pressure. Sick of it. Draft more. Kobe Bryant voice. More. Well, what do you want me to do, Kobe Bryant? More. More. But we got these guys. I don't care. Not impressed. But we got Fred Walton and Aaron Stinney and you know what I'm saying, and Hainsley and Luke Gedeke and you know what I'm saying, and Leverett. You know what I'm saying? More. Dang, Buckles, why are you being so harsh? No, it's not being harsh. It's being hitting you in the face with reality. See this fist? This is a reality punch from way back here. More. I will be ecstatic if the Bucs come out of the draft with 3 of them things, maybe 4. Our 2 biggest problems: it's quarterback, pass rush. Now, yeah, we still got other situations that we got to tighten up, but the 2 biggest that stand out: quarterback is number 1, and pass rush is number 2. I don't care who's on the team right now. I really don't. And that's nothing against those guys on the team. I don't have any personal issues or look. It's nothing against the players. I just don't care. Based on what I've seen the last couple of years, I don't care. Well, we got Anthony Nelson back and Pat O'Connor for depth. No. What did Sal say? What we said earlier? Jags. Because right now, Tryon and Logan Hall, until they show me otherwise, Jag. Just another guy. Luke Gedeke, Jag. Kyle Trask, Jag. Baker Mayfield, Jag. We need D lineman. Pat O'Connor, a Jag. Anthony Nelson, Jag. Shaq Barrett, he's not a Jag, but he on the way with that terrible contract. Now we're looking at it. Vita, he's not a Jag. Vita is that one of them dogs, right? But his tank is low. Thank you. He needs older brother, right? You know that. But yeah, Vita's that dog, but he can only play like 40 snaps a game. He need to lose some weight. I mean, no, I'm not trying to be, judging, but I'm just saying. But we got Greg Gaines. I don't care. Good signing, Jason, but I don't care. I want to see draft guys at that position and them be successful. Like a Jeffrey Simmons. Can we get one of them? Chris Jones, Christian Wilkins, Quentin Williams, Deron Payne, Jonathan Allen. Can we get those? Deontay, Draymond Jones, Javon Hargrave types, Derek Brown, Grady Jarrett's. Can we get those? Is that asking too much? A Dexter Lawrence. Is that asking for too much? DeForest Buckner, Eric Armstead. Can we just? I mean, what's the problem? Can we just get one of those guys on the team? Is that asking for too much? Ed Oliver, up and coming guys that's just going to be, in like 23, 24 years old. It's just about to be just Kenny Clark. Can we get those guys? Can we get those guys on the 5 technique? Can we get a young stud outside pass rusher? I know we got Tryon, but can we just speed that up a little bit? Bosa, Josh Allen, Gregory Rousseau, Jalen Phillips. Is that asking for too much? Brian Burns. Is that asking for too much? I'm just saying. I mean, as a Bucs fan, is that asking for too much? I named over 20 dudes in the trenches. Aiden Hutchinson, James Houston, late round. One of those guys from the 49ers D-line, they drafted in the late rounds. Can we get some of those? Some real dogs that can get after the quarterback? A Leonard Floyd type dude, a Josh Sweat, Montez Sweat type, Just saying. I mean, is that asking for too much? Trey Hendrickson? Max Crosby? A Chandler Jones type? Is that asking for too much? A TJ Watt type? I mean, Jason, you can't get that right. You can't even get that right. You got a lot of picks, man. Get it right. I promise you. Come draft day, I'm on you. Every pick, I'm on you. No mercy. I'm going to tell y'all Bucs fans right now, I promise you, every pick, I'm on it. You got 9 picks. 4.5 of those need to be impactful, which means 4 guys and another guy that's kind of like, he might be something. You got 9 picks, 4.5. That's a 50% rate. 4 of those guys need to be productive. I promise you, no mercy. Karate Kid. What's his name? No Mercy. I'm not giving Jason Light no mercy this draft. Zero. This will be the first draft he gets no mercy. No more excuses. He said it out of his mouth. This draft's important. He gets no excuses from me. There will be no, no. If it's not the right pick, I'm going to tell you. I'm going to let it be known. Terrible pick. Because I'm sick and tired of seeing that. Missing on guys, left and right. Travis Jones, Jermaine Johnson, just missing guys. No mercy. Jason Light would not get any mercy. I know what he did in the past. Great picks. But I'm talking about the future. This draft and next draft, he gets no mercy. Hit on picks. At least at a 50% rate. Because if you get 9 picks this year and you hit on 4.5, that's good. Next year, you might get 8. 50% of those picks, which means in the next 2 drafts, you can get between 6 to 8 starters. You need it. You need it, and you know you do. And I'm rooting for you, Jason. I'm rooting for you. You and your minions. You can do it. You learn from your mistakes. You win against the grain, not addressing the trenches every year. in the recent years, you've addressed them, right? Tristan Forrest, Tryon, Logan Hall, Luke Gedeke, Robert Hainsley. So you've drafted 5 guys in the last couple years. More O linemen, more D linemen. Because you guys saw it last year. It was embarrassing. If the Bucs don't keep blitzing, they don't get no sacks. And when your zero technique has 6.5 sacks, you're a sack leader, that's embarrassing. What team with a successful pass rush? And when you look at it like, oh, our best pass rusher, our guy with the most sacks is our nose tackle. 6'4", 350 pounds. The zero technique? That's the guy leading your team in sacks? So what about the rest of the guys? Well, 4.5, 3, 5.5, 2, 1. Well, where's the dog at? I mean, we got, it's a collective effort. So you mean to tell me we ain't got all the guys I just named about 3 minutes ago? No, we don't have those type of guys. We just got a collective unit. Oh, I'm talking about on the D-line. I mean, 1 sack, 5.5, nose tackle with 6. But our linebackers, and our cornerbacks and our safeties got sacks and stuff. I'm not asking you that. I'm talking about in the trenches. Who is the guy that can go get the sacks? Well, Shaq Barrett, I'm going to say it again. Who is the guy, a la Brian Burns, a Montez Sweat, a Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Ed Oliver, all those guys I just named. Who is the guy? Jeffrey Simmons, the guy that destroyed the Bucs in training camp, that punked the Bucs, punked them up and made them look soft. The Titans was too aggressive for him. Y'all heard the stories. A DJ Reader, a game wrecker. Rashad Gary, up and coming young guys about to take it off. A Jeffrey Simmons. I'm gonna keep going back to Jeffrey Simmons because he punked the Bucs. Punked them. I said it. Punked the Bucs in the trenches. They couldn't handle him. Beat him up the whole entire week. And talking noise. Where is the Jeffrey Simmons on the team? Huh? Where is the Jeffrey Simmons on the team? Where is the Ed Oliver? The Christian Wilkins? The Dexter Lawrence? Where is he? Oh, my bad. We got Logan Hall. Jury's still out. Huh? Where's the Brian Burns? Oh, we got Joe Tryon. All you can do with Logan Hall and Joe Tryon is cross your fingers. The only guy we got is Vita. Exactly. But he can't play the whole game. He gets tired. 40 snaps a game. It's a wrap. So we need some dogs in them trenches. I don't care. And don't take it personal. Don't care about who on the team right now. I want to know who's going to be on the team. And we will get to that in other videos. We will discuss these draft picks, folks. Trust me. I'm just chilling, sitting back, waiting until free agency is pretty much over with. It's not all the way over with. There's a couple of things still going on, so I'm gonna wait. But early April, end of March, early April, I'm gonna start dropping these videos on possible draft picks. And y'all know where most of my videos are gonna be coming from. O-line, D-line, edge rushers. That's what the bulk of my video is gonna be at. And I might do individual videos for those players, which means it's going to be over 20 videos talking about each player. They'll probably be like 10 minutes a piece. And then remember, I still got my mock draft after free agency. So when free agency pretty much is over with, I'll do mock draft 2.0. As I wrap this video up, I'm going to do a mock draft 2.0 when free agency pretty much slows all the way down. And it's pretty much done. And after that, it'll be like random signings. But it's not quite done yet. This is phase 2, folks. Phase 3 is the NFL draft, the end of April. And then phase 4 is training camp and preseason. So, with that being said, folks, the Bucs making moves. The only move I don't agree with, Baker Mayfield. It's the optics. It's the situation that the Bucs are in. They had better options out there, and they chose. Hope for the best. I do. I hope for the best, but I'm not getting my hopes up. First down. With that being said, subscribe to the channel, like the channel, share all the videos, and don't forget to hit the notification bell icon to notify you on all new videos that's posted on this channel. There it is, folks. So far, man, the Bucs are doing very well. Jason Light making some good signings, some re-signings, some depth pieces, re-signing Anthony Nelson and Patrick O'Connor and Dean and Levante and Greg Gaines, Chase Edmonds. We lost Murphy Bunton and Mike Edwards as expected. So I got a feeling the Bucs are going to address the secondary. Now, when that second mock draft comes, I'm going to have to really think that secondary and that linebacker situation. I seen one mock draft had us getting Drew Sanders in the first round. But he can also rush the passer too. So he's like linebacker / edge rusher. So that kind of killed two birds with one stone because you can move him around like Micah Parsons. He's 6'5", 240. Like a Brian Urlacher. I wouldn't mind that. Because you can drop him back or you can rush the quarterback. Remember, the more you can do, the better your value is. And Drew Sanders is very versatile. So there will be some positions that the Bucs will still address. Secondary, particularly safety, tight end, running back. I'm just saying. O-line, D-line. The Bucs got some holes to fill. We're going to see. Fire those cannons. Seize the day. Raise the flag. Hashtag Bucs. Until I see different. I can only go off of what they did late this past season. Hashtag trenches matter. Hashtag what does your eyes tell you? Huh? Hashtag probability versus possibility. Understand the difference. Hashtag expectations. It's a new one. Hashtag stay humble. Please, Bucs fans. We got Baker Mayfield, but you better stay humble. But hashtag expectations. Understand your expectations for this team. Hashtag walk the plank and fire the cannons. Hashtag don't get mad at me. I don't play the game. I don't pick the players. I don't sign players. I just talk about it. Hashtag why. Hashtag what is this? What is this? Baker Mayfield, what is this? Hashtag life after Brady. Hashtag Jason Light, you better get this right. Hashtag don't mess this up, Jason. I'm just saying. Bucs fans, relax. Oh, and hashtag expired. Expired. I'll see y'all again at some point when some more news drop. I'm going to get me some food. I'm going to chill. And I'm going to see y'all another time. Another day and another time. Buckles Locker signing out. Y'all have a good night and a good week.